Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the Stationery Junkie. My name is Anne. For this video, I'm really excited to talk about these two planners that you're seeing on the screen right now. These are Muji planners, and I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about these awesome planners. The fact that they are super available almost everywhere around the world, at least for my side of the globe in Asia. Muji is such a big brand. It's a lifestyle brand, and it's mostly selling a lot of clothing apparel from Japan, and the style is definitely basically Japanese. They also carry other lifestyle items, but I'm going to focus on these two planners that you're seeing here. I love the B6 size, and I feel like it's the Goldilocks size of planners, and I picked up these two B6 planners because of their interesting layouts, and I'm going to be talking about these two in case you are still considering other planners for 2025. So again, these are B6s. I really love this size, and I think that Muji makes really amazing planners in the fact that they are Japan, or they are Japanese brand. The quality is bar none, and the design is functional, simple, and really speaks about the design aesthetic of the Japanese. So let's get started with this first planner, which is a B6 half. For those of you who have been around for a while, you know that I love the color brown, and I just had to pick up this color because it's like the brown that I really like, which is like milk chocolate, light brown kind of thing. That it is B6 is really a plus for me. So let's just go right taking a look at this planner. So when I got this in Taiwan because I am based here, and the Muji store also gave away this sticker of Taiwanese holidays. They're in Chinese, so that might not be very useful for me, but they do give it out for people who buy their planners in their store. I forgot to talk about the cover. So the cover is PVC, and it already comes with the plastic PVC cover. So when you take you can actually take out the book itself, and it's just the plain cardboard inside, but it keeps protected by this PVC cover, and it's quite sturdy, so you can put it in your bag and it's not gonna get messed up. So when you open the planner, it has this cardboard end paper, and you get to the year at a glance calendars. It has 2025 and 2026, and I love the fact that the printing is really bright, or not really bright, but the printing is dark, so it's not gonna be difficult to glance at the calendars. And all of their Sundays are in red, the Saturdays aren't. And then when you flip next, you will get a year at a glance that is very, very Hobonichi-esque, and other planners that do their year at a glance pages like this. And you can use this as a habit tracker or an index, or a line a day, and it's on 2 pages. And then you get to the monthly pages. So this planner starts in December and ends in January 2026. The month is on 2 pages, and there is no ruling on the paper. So it's just blank paper with the layout of the month like this. Again, the font is quite distinguishable. You don't need to squint. You won't have any problems looking into the font or the printing of the planner. Sunday is lightly shaded. I think that's the only distinction, and I love that they didn't have to use a different color for marking the weekend or Sunday in specific. And here on the right hand side, there is an ample blank space where you can decorate. You can put your monthly to-dos or trackers or something like that. You can draw anything here, and there's ample space in the monthlies, which I really love. So this planner starts in December 2024 and ends in January of 2026. One thing that I wish that they did was that they could have put the year here so that you can understand that this is January 2026, especially if you're the type of person who's always busy, and the way you use your planners is that you need to plan ahead, and you need to glance at, for example, the monthly section very quickly to know what you need to do. Sometimes I feel like it could be confusing if there's like no year here, especially that this one starts on December 2024. I feel like they should at least have included the year 2024 here and 2026 here. It's fine if there's like no 2025 in the middle because this is a 2025 planner. I just wanted to say that at least to make sure that it's not as confusing. 2mm grid on the weekly boxes, which I am thankful for. At least there is some ruling on the weeks itself because I cannot for the life of me write in a straight line. So the week on 2 pages is quite spacious. There is some ample space on the left, and on the right side you have your mini calendars that are marked here to let you know where you are in the week. So when you flip onto the next, it will always indicate where you are in the week. And there's also the week number here, which I appreciate. This is basically a weekly planner, so it goes from the start of January until the end of December. Oh, it actually ends, in the week of January. So because this January 1 of 2026 falls on a Thursday, so you still get Monday to Wednesday of December, and then it will give you first 3 weeks of January. Oh, it also goes to February. I'm sorry about that. So it gives you until February of 2026. That's very curious. And I think I would probably say I wish they also put the year here. But I guess if you are looking at the week numbers, you would know, right? Because it starts on week 1 again here at the tail end after week 52. Then you get into, after week 52, you start on week 1 again. So you are technically in 2026. But, it's just my personal opinion that I think maybe they could have put 2026 there. So after the weeklies are done, you get some gridded notes pages that are not numbered. Again, this is probably around 2mm grid. There's an ample amount of space ample amount of pages for the notes. Maybe this is around 20-ish pages. And then you get to the end of the book, you have your cardboard end paper. Here, the cover comes with a pen loop and some pockets here that you can include some of your sticker papers or cards and what have you. And there you have it. It also comes with some bookmarks. So I really appreciate this. I feel like you can use this at your desk. For example, if you are typing, you can have the planner here, your keyboard here, and then you can just, type on your computer and have this open like this so that you can see your schedule, you see your entire week at a glance, and maybe you can write some notes as you go along your day. So I think this is really great for people who work on their desks every day. The next planner that I have here is, again, another B6 one. This is a Viewable-at-once planner. This is like a new thing for me to see at Muji. It's usually this kinds of layout wherein it's either a weekly like this on 2 pages, or it could be a horizontal like a Hobonichi style. The left hand side is your week at a glance and the right side is your notes pages, or vertical weeklies. This is like also a unique thing about Muji, the way they lay out their weekly in this kind of size orientation. But this one is new to me. And I just wanted to point out that even though these are 2 B6s, there is a stark difference in the size. View-at-once B6 planner is a little taller, a smidge taller than the half B6. And it's a little thicker. But I think this thickness is all right with me, and I love how it feels in the hand. And it also comes in a PVC cover, clear cover as well, and I picked up the black one because I think they also have this in a craft cover, but I like the black cover with the clear cover. So that's that. So again, this is a Viewable-at-once planner, a new thing, and I'll quickly walk you through why is it called Viewable-at-once. So again, when you open this, I still have the Taiwanese holiday stickers here. So you still get your end cover here. and then you have your week at a glance. Now, the unique thing about this planner is that it gives you 3 years of a calendar, and the curious thing is that 2025 is in this foldable flap that you're seeing here, and the print is bigger because these is the previous year, this is the upcoming 2026 year after 2025, and then the current year is in a flap like this. And then when you turn over this flap, you have December monthly. So it starts in December, and their monthly calendar is quite narrow. This is very curious because the flap itself is also not the full B6 size of a paper. So you get a bit of a narrow weekly page here. You also get the previous month and the upcoming month calendars at the top, just to give you perspective. And the monthly calendar also comes with some moon phases, and I would say, again, some narrow boxes. I'm not sure what these characters are. I'm not really sure. So, but then on the other side of the monthly page, you have a B6 page here that is dot grid. It's a 5mm grid, which I really appreciate. So here you can probably write your schedule or write your deadlines or appointments, and maybe have some notes here at the other side of the page. And then after the grid blank page here, you get to your weekly section, and the weeks or the days of the week are divided into two. So one day is half a page and the other is half a page. It's also 5mm dot grid. So there is a bit of structure in the sense that you can write straight because it's not just blank paper, which I really appreciate. So again, your Sundays are all lightly shaded, and then you go through the week like this. So, you know, you can have your monthly calendar open like this and go through your weeks like this. So it's easy for you to take a look at your schedule or your deadlines, for example, and write some notes about it, or write your schedule for the day and compare it, or like reference your monthly at the same time. So that is the concept of their Viewable-at-once. And I like the paper. So comparing the paper of this Viewable-at-once with the B6 half, the B6 half is not completely white. I think this is ivory, but this one is a lot whiter. A curious thing, when you get to the end of the month, so you get your dot grid here, your blank dot grid page here, and then when you flip it over, you get this other page as well. So it's like your month end kind of page. I remember this is reminiscent of the bullet journal timeline, monthly timeline that I regularly use. Here you have the start of your month and you have your end of month kind of thing. So you can probably do a line a day, or if you are wanting to use this as your health journal, you could probably use this portion to take note of your meals, because this chart has a demarcation of dots here vertically, so you can actually divide this page into 3 columns. So if you want to take note of your meals, you could probably do breakfast, lunch, dinner on these 3 columns, and you could, I don't know, do your line day here. There's a lot of things that can be done with this page, which I really love, and the fact that you can lay it open like this, so you can have a quick, easy reference to your entire month. You can have this spread out on your desk like this. So that is why it's called a Viewable-at-once. This is very unique. I am really intrigued by this planner, but I'm not going to be using it next year. I'm going to give this as a gift to one of my friends who has been eyeing this planner for a long time. So that's how this planner works, and it goes through the entire year. And at the end, you have some free dot grid pages. Not a lot compared to the B6 half. This is probably around, I don't know, 15-ish pages, and again, there are no page numbers on the notes section, which is fine, I guess. And then you get to the end, and then you have the end of your planner, and the PVC cover actually has a secretarial flap here. You can again slide in your stickers and your cards and such, and that is the end of this planner. So there's not even any page where you can put your name or like a book plate or something like that. And that is the review of these Muji planners. So again, if you are still considering, or if you are on a budget, these are great alternatives for other planners out there. And I'll put in the cost of, or the price of these planners, because each planner is costing differently. It's not as expensive. It's still costing less than $20, I would say, and the quality is really good. The paper of Muji is great for fountain pens. The quality is very smooth, and again, your fountain pens are gonna work really well here. So that's pretty much it for the review of these two B6 Muji planners. Thank you so much for your time in watching this video. If you like more content from my channel, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting on this video, and I will see you guys on the next video.